Well, hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bobbie and this is Bobbie Reads Tarot. And today we're going to take a look at the energy from now, February 11th through Saturday, February 15th. So the rest of the week, I want to take a look and just kind of see what we can expect. As always, these readings are for entertainment purposes only, okay? Entertainment purposes only. So if this stuff doesn't come true, don't come back here and say, this didn't happen, okay? You guys, also, tarot is a subjective thing where you are looking at big themes, right? Archetypes, ideas, concepts, and then you are trying to put that into terms or correlation to what's going on in the world. Now, sometimes, you know, what I say or when I'm like, oh, I wonder if this is going to happen. It's me just kind of riffing things that could happen. It doesn't mean that that's exactly 1000% what's going to happen. But what you need to do is look at the energy and then see if there were other events that lined up with that energy, okay? There's a lot of people that are on here making, leaving really nasty comments. And it's like, you don't understand how tarot works. Tarot is not, I'm not going to be able to give you an exact, like, this is going to happen on this day at this time at this place. That is not how tarot works. If you're looking for that, you are not going to find it here, okay? So my tarot is just, it's energies, it's my interpretations of it. Am I guaranteeing it's going to pan out exactly like I'm telling you? Absolutely not. Okay. So these readings are for entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research, form your own opinions, and be kind in the comment sections. A lot of new people here, and I've seen like the comments have been getting kind of nastier. Around here, you guys, we don't do that in the comment section. If you guys are nasty in the comment section, you're just going to get blocked from the channel, and I won't even respond to you. It'll just be a quick block. So please respect the community here. Okay. All right, you guys. So the first thing we're going to do, sorry, that long-winded like rant there. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pull some What's the Vibe cards to get the vibe of what we're going to look at for the week. So what I want to do is pull a card for each one of the days so we can get the vibe for that day. So today, February 11th, the vibe is legal, lawyers, court, paperwork. So we're going to see some big moves come out of the court system. I also think that we're going to see some people pushing back on it. Okay, so people not complying with court orders. There's going to be a flurry of legal action. The name of the game for today is legal. It's all about legal. Okay. So now what is the energy for Wednesday, February 12th? Trapped, stuck, no options, unforgiveness. Okay. The vibe for the 13th is going to be glow up, new opportunities, new career, successful business. Okay. That's good energy. I like that energy, you guys. And February the 14th, the energy is isolation. Rejected, left alone, self-inflicted. Okay. And then finally, the energy for Saturday, February 15th is apology. Arrogant, rash actions, insincere. Now, this may mean that there's going to be a public apology issued on Saturday, but this could also mean that there's going to be an arrogant or a rash action that we see. So we need to keep our eyes open for all of that. So this is going to be our vibe energy for the week of, this week. Okay. So I'm going to put those, let's put those over here so they're not in the way. And then we're going to pull more. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. Okay. If you are ever curious to know what decks I'm using, if you go to the description box down below and open that up, there are links to, or there's a link to my website. And on my website, I have a page where it's all the different decks I use. They're all there. So if you guys are like, I don't see it there, it's there. Just look and look again, because I promise you, I swear to you, every single deck I use is there. But there's links to where you can go purchase them if you're interested in buying them. Okay. Also in the description box down below is the link to join my channel. And my members get access to exclusive content and where I do member only live readings. So that's a great time. If you're interested in that, you can check that out in the description box as well. Okay, so let's get some general energy for the next 5 days. Starting off, devil. We have the devil energy just right out the gate. This can be about being tempted. This can be about being bound to something or tied to something, but more than anything, this is a card of manipulation. So the name of the game is manipulation. And I'm really feeling like this is going to be manipulation of the stories that are coming out, right? So I feel like this is going to be a lot of manipulation on behalf of people that are trying to put forth a specific agenda. So people that are trying to say like, we're right, and this is why we're right, which they're wrong, it's wrong. And then they will use that as their justification for breaking the law. Okay, that's what we're going to see. We're going to see a lot of that in the next 5 days. The next 5 days are going to be really rough. I think we're also going to see manipulation of systems, of manipulation of departments, and people just going in and manipulating these institutions. We're just going to see a lot of that. Okay. So what the challenge is going to be, or what's going to be getting in our way, is this 8 of Pentacles reversed energy. This is all about feeling trapped, but feeling trapped in work, feeling trapped in what you're doing. This could really be people starting to see the disparity between the wealthy and the rest of us. And I think people might start to realize how essentially we're all like trapped in this cycle of spending the majority of our lives working to earn money for other people while we struggle. You know, it's a feeling of being trapped. And I think that this week we're going to see more of like that veil coming off, or more and more people are going to start to see like these billionaires do not have your best interests at heart. And I think that the restrictions are going to be really obvious. I think also this is going to be talking about people being limited in what they can do. So in the recourse that they can take, things like that. I think we're going to see that, I mean, really we're at the mercy of these people who have just flat out shown that they're not going to respect the rule of law, or, 240 years of democracy. Oh, okay. So the energy that we're coming from is the Fool. This is a new beginning, and that's accurate. We're coming out of, we have a brand new president, brand new year. Everything is new. All these new opportunities, and there were new opportunities that could have been used in such a fantastic way, but right now we're not seeing that happen. Where are we going? What are we going to see happen? Okay, so we're going to the 7 of Cups energy, and the 7 of Cups, this is about confusion. It is about possibilities, and it can be about having a lot of possibilities, so that is good. I want to put that out there, but more than anything, it's usually about being tempted or confusion. This can also be about putting out a decoy. So this can be like propaganda, putting out false information. This can be like presenting something as real that's not real. So really watch this week, okay? Be really, really aware of these next 5 days of making sure that, what you're being presented with is real, okay? All right, so where they're wanting to go, where the energy is wanting to go, where we're headed, is this Knight of Swords energy. The Knight of Swords is, it's an opponent. This is someone who's really aggressive. So this is the energy of those people coming in with their swords, and they're being very aggressive about taking the information they want and doing what they want with it. We are going to see defiance of legal orders, and we're going to see these people just continue on. They're just waiting for someone to stop them. And if no one's going to stop them, which no one is going to stop them thus far, then they're just going to keep going. They're not going to stop until they are stopped. So are they going to be stopped? That's the question, right? Are they going to be stopped? I will tell you this, my gut which I know you're not here for my gut, you're here for the cards, but my gut is saying no, they're not going to be stopped. I've seen some stuff, you guys, coming, and it's really concerning. And, when I do these readings, I've had people, say like, you're scaring people or you're fear mongering. And that is not why I do these readings. This information is heavy. And I'm someone in my life, like I'm a really positive person. And so I don't like to spend my time in this kind of energy. But the reason that I'm doing this and the reason that I'm sharing these messages with all of you is because I want you guys to be prepared. Okay, because what's coming is not going to be good. But if you're ready for it, if you're prepared, if you know what's coming, then maybe you're going to have a better chance getting through it or a better experience. And that is why I do these readings. So I mention all the time, when you're consuming this type of content, which my content tends to be kind of stressful, then you should spend just as much time, if not more time, doing something or absorbing content that raises your vibration. And I'm not talking about this like false positivity, toxic positivity, everything is fine. But I'm talking about contributing more positive to the collective energy than negative, right? More positive than fear. And I think a lot of us are pumping up our fear. And we need to remember that we need to spend less time in fear and more time in peace and in love, so that we can maybe help mitigate some of this destruction that we're seeing happen. Okay, so now we're going to look at this Knight of Swords and what the Knight of Swords doesn't see coming. The Ace of Pentacles reversed. This is something being taken away. This is an opportunity being taken away. This can be disappointment, but it's also greed. It's also greed. So there may be some disappointments coming for this Knight of Swords. Hopefully the disappointments are that they get stopped or something helps to kind of slow them down. I don't think that's going to happen, but we shall see, right? The energy of the week is going to be this Nine of Wands energy. So the Nine of Wands is it's a defensive position. It's being ready for battle. It's persevering. It's continuing on. So this can be read a couple of different ways. This could be Musk and his Doge cronies persevering and continuing to do what they're doing, which they have now been court ordered to stop doing, and I should say, or. This can also be the energy of the people persevering through. It goes back to what I was just talking about, right? It's how are you going to experience what's coming? Are you going to experience it from this very like negative victim standpoint where it's terrible? Or are you going to look at it like, you know what, things are rough, but I'm strong and I'm going to persevere through this. I'm not going to let this like slow me down or stop me. So we get to choose. So I really feel like this card goes kind of both ways. I think we're going to see both of those things. I think we're going to see the Doge crew continue to persevere in their evil deeds. And then I think we're going to see people begin to persevere through these really chaotic times. Now, the environment for the next 5 days is the Ten of Swords. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. So the Ten of Swords is it's endings, it's suffering, it's revenge, it's retaliation. So the next 5 days are going to be just full of revenge and retaliation. We will see more things happening to people who were like more attacks on political enemies. So we might see the names being released for the January 6th FBI agents who investigate it. We might see some more action being taken against other people. We might see more security details being pulled off people or access to secure things. I think we're just going to see a lot of retaliations, and we may see something that's like really bothersome too. We may see something that's like shocking. Not shocking. When I say shocking, everyone's like expecting like an explosion. Like the Super Bowl, everyone was I was looking at the energy of the Super Bowl, you guys. It was just the energy of the cards, and I was telling you what can happen. And then I got so many people that are like, there was nothing big that happened. And it's like, wait a minute. There could have very well been something big that happened. We just haven't seen it in the news cycle yet. So just sit tight, baby cakes. Stuff's coming. And this is this is that confirmation again. Just because we're not seeing it on the news does not mean that really dark, terrible, nefarious stuff isn't happening. And this 10 of Swords, this is just that energy of, yes, it's going to continue. You can hear my message or not, but I'm very concerned about what is coming. Okay. Hopes and fears. So this is new beginnings. This is abundance. This is what we're all hoping for. This is what everybody wants. Everybody wants there to be, more money available for programs or for things to be fair. People want these opportunities. But the fear is that those things are going to be taken away. And I think we're going to see, an exacerbation of this fear. What things are going to be taken away and what things are going to be protected during these next 5 days. The hope is that everything is protected, that nothing is going to be compromised. We're going to remain in this place of abundance and everything is good. Okay, so take that for what it's worth. Now, this is the final outcome. Okay, you guys ready? Final outcome. We have the Six of Pentacles. Okay, this is a good one. This is good energy. Six of Pentacles. This is about someone being generous, generosity, charity. So expect there to be more instances of charity and generosity. I don't think that this is coming from the government. I think this is coming from people coming together as communities. I really feel like we're starting to build these communities, these local, little pods, and that's what we need to work on is really looking out for one another, reaching out to those in your community, because I really have a feeling that sooner rather than later, you're going to need to rely on those people. And so it's good to get to know them now and to establish that rapport. So I think we might see some really good deeds. We might see some things that are being given. Maybe we might even see other countries stepping up their aid since US aid has been disbanded. This could also be other countries like really stepping in, which is actually not good for the US if you really want to talk about it, because it really minimizes our footprint in the world, which makes us much more vulnerable. But anyway, but it might be, I think we might be seeing something like that, where there's some kind of generosity, something where we're seeing people be kind and caring and generous and giving out and giving back. So I look forward to seeing whatever that is. Okay, now I want to pull, let's see here. I want to pull 2 cards for Elon Musk, 2 cards for JD Vance, and 2 cards for Donald Trump, just for their energy over the next 5 days. It's kind of like, where is JD Vance? I see him, pop up on a random interview clip here and there and a random social media post here and there, and that's it. Like, I don't ever see JD Vance. What is he doing? Where is he? Okay, so this is how we're going to do it. Let's see. We're going to do 2 cards for, we're going to start with 2 cards for Donald Trump, 2 cards for Elon Musk, 2 cards for JD Vance. And this is just their energy or their theme for the next 5 days. Okay, so Donald Trump, Elon Musk, JD Vance. Okay, so Donald Trump, 7 of Pentacles. This is like watching what you have planted grow. It's like the fruits of your labor. It's a potential for something being successful. It's like persevering through. Then we have the moon reversed, and the moon reversed is about being confused, inconsistency. Again, I'm telling you guys, there's cognitive issues. There's cognitive issues. He's hanging in there and he's persevering. Like he keeps on trucking on, and in his mind, like, he's just leading the world, and he's like focused on things like changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America and getting rid of paper straws. Like, that's literally all his brain can comprehend right now. Meanwhile, someone else is running the show. It's most definitely not Trump. And again, this is just confirming he's lights are on, no one's home. Okay, so some people get like really mad at me when I say stuff like that. People attacked me when I said that about Biden. Here's the thing about like dementia, okay? Because people are going to be like, but I've seen him talk and he talks fine, you know, whatever. There's a thing called sundowning, and it's interesting because people will do better during the day or better during certain times of day than they do in the evening. And so Trump, you know, we're only really seeing him at certain times of day, which is kind of interesting. But the mental decline is just, it's apparent, you know. I mean, the way he has such a limited vocabulary and it's getting smaller and smaller, his inability to complete a sentence. There's a lot of issues going on. So he's just going to continue to be confused the next 5 days. I don't necessarily know that we're going to see anything major. I think he's just going to keep on saying really ridiculous stuff that people are like, what is he talking about? Like, and I don't see anything like major happening with Trump over the next 5 days. Okay, then we moved on to Elon Musk. We have the Empress and we have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. So the Empress is all about divine feminine. This is about motherhood. This is creation. This is creation, like creation from what am I trying to say? I don't know. But this is being incredibly creative, and it's also being very resourceful. It's a card of resources. He's going to create opportunities and be resourceful in regards to this Ace of Pentacles reversed. What is the Ace of Pentacles reversed? This is an offer being taken away, which this is like his access being taken away from all these different organizations that he's been playing in. But this also talks about holding on fast to an outcome. So he's holding on. He's going to hold on fast to no, I'm in here and I'm going to do what I want to do, period. He does not care what the judges say. And we're going to see an escalation of this over the next 5 days. It's going to become it's going to become a big story. It's going to become quite the story. And then we have J.D. Vance, and we have the Queen of Wands reversed and the Seven of Cups. So when the Queen of Wands is reversed, this talks about a complete lack of virtue. It's also someone who's like completely controlled, which I think that's J.D. Vance. The Seven of Cups, this is about confusion. This is about possibilities, but it's about, again, being tempted, a decoy. J.D. Vance is like, he's got no clue what's going on. He's got no morals. He's got no personal, like, he's just floating in the wind. And again, I think the next 5 days, we're just going to see more of J.D. Vance floating in the wind. The person who's got the energy that's going to be doing the acting in the next 5 days is definitely going to be Elon Musk. Okay. All right. So the last thing I want to do before we wrap up this video is I want to end this on a good note. So I want to pull some oracle cards that will be advice from the universe or spirit, whatever you call it, to just give us, you know, whatever messages spirit wants us to have. So this is going to be advice, words of encouragement, just what messages does the universe have for us to get us through these next 5 days. We're going to end this reading kind of lifting up the vibration a little bit here, okay? All right, so this is going to be what the universe has for us for the next 5 days. Advice, messages, whatever. We have no. Birthing a new age and deep replenishment. Okay. So if there is something that you are considering doing, or you're trying to make a decision that's a yes or no decision over the next 5 days, this is giving you a no. It's telling you to wait or to postpone or to pause. So if it's something that you don't want to say no to right away, just understand that it's time to wait. There was another reading that I just did for last weekend. And again, the card was actually the wait card. The universe has really just been like giving like just hold fast, hold tight, don't act, don't move, just wait, just wait. Okay, so that's really been coming through very strongly. So if there's something that you're contemplating, or you're wanting the answer to something, that your answer is no or wait. The next message that we have from Spirit is birthing a new age. And this talks about birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. So I know a lot of you are new here. Those of you who have been with me for a while, I talk about this big shift that we're going through. And there's a split where people are going to be kind of going two different paths. We're going to have people that are going to stay in this like very 3D, very like, earthbound energy. And then we're going to have people who are going to be shifting to the 5D. And that's when people begin to open themselves up spiritually and they begin to kind of awaken to what all is out there. And I feel like this is really kind of a nod back to this idea of stay focused on this new world. Yes, the stuff that's going on right now is not good, and we should be prepared and we need to be aware of what's going on. But we don't need to spend all of our time and energy in this very negative, very dark, very heavy 3D energy. This is that reminder that, hey, yeah, know what's going on, be, informed and prepared, but focus on the life you want to create, the life you want to build, because we are in charge of our lives. What we think about and what we feel is what we pull into our sphere of existence. It's the law of attraction. Like attracts like. So whatever energy you have, you're going to attract more of that. It's like when you have a bad day, you're like, oh, I'm having such a bad day. And then bad stuff keeps happening. But like when you're having a really good day and you're like, oh my God, I'm having such a good day. And then good things keep happening. That is exactly the law of attraction in action. So we need to put our energy into whatever's going on in the US and the rest of the world, whatever these knuckleheads are over here doing. We're not going to let it affect us, right? Or we're going to minimize the amount that it affects us, because we're over here focused on making our world a better place for us and for our children. Okay, so there's some positive energy for you guys. Like, yes, this is where we're going. This is the focus. And the final message that we have from Spirit is this deep replenishment. And this says, retreat, rest, and be held. And I think that this is really important, especially in these times, right? Don't spend all of your time in that energy. Take time out to rest and recharge. Take time away from the news cycle to just connect to yourself and to connect to nature and connect to earth. Make sure that you're doing those things that you need to do to fill yourself. And that way you're going to keep your energy up and you're going to be able to continue to manifest all of those things that it is that you desire to manifest. So hopefully this helped kind of end on a positive note, you guys. I want to thank you all so much for coming by and watching this video. If you're still here and you liked this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up on your way out. To all of my new subscribers, I want to thank you so much for hanging out and subscribing. And to all of my OG subscribers, you guys, I love you all. Thank you. And finally, you guys, if you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. It's super easy. You just click that little circle right there. Boop, boop, boop. I'll see you next time. Bye.